Hello, hello, my beautiful Taurus family. Welcome in. If you're new, welcome back. If you've been here before, I am Lisa, and this is North Star Energy Healing. Thank you so much for being here and supporting my channel. I am still a small, growing channel. So I do appreciate every single view, every like, every comment, every attention that you all give me. All right, so today we are going to do a quick read for the sign of Taurus, and we are using my little woodland deck. Isn't that cute? Little fawn there sleeping, and the animals all around because you are an earth sign, so we're going to be using that. I'm also going to be using the Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. This is one of my favorite decks. All of her decks are beautiful. Check those out if you'd like to get one for yourself. All right, and then I'm going to be pulling the tarot live online with you, and we'll see what we get. So the overview of your read with the Enchanted Map Oracle is number 27, Home. And just look at that. I've only pulled this card a couple of times, and I've had this deck for a couple of years. So this is a big message about home. Now, as a Taurus, I know you love your home and you love having a beautiful home and beautiful things. Well, in general, right? All Tauruses are not like that, but most Tauruses that I know are. They love being home, decorating their home, having people over to their home. And in this, we see a beautiful door and window above with light shining out. We see an owl, a clock, and all the greenery and beauty that's there. So let's see what the message is for this card. Some people don't read the books, but I really like to honor the people who made these decks, who took the time to channel the messages. So I do. I don't always read the entire thing, but I do like to, as I said, honor those who took their time to make it. Home. You are comfortable in your own skin and you belong. Well, that's a good thing to be. Peace, security, safety, belonging, and all the features one would want from home are indicated now. The home card represents an invitation to experience what it's like to be secure in your own skin, to live comfortably no matter what is happening in the world around you. That is a good message to have right now, especially if you live in the U.S., because there's always a lot going on. We have Trump supporters and Trump haters thinking that they can't get along because of their political views. I personally like a person for the person. I don't think just because they don't feel the same way I do that I can't get along with them or do things with them, or, anyway. It is a time for opening your eyes to your tribe of like-minded people or one special person who makes you feel like you've come home. So I tend to spend more of my time with like-minded people, but if I'm at work or in the community and I run into somebody who doesn't have the same views as me, I don't automatically hate them. And it feels like we've gotten away from that, back to the Civil War, the brother against brother. We don't need to be that way, right? We just don't. If somebody doesn't have the same views as you, you can just not discuss that subject, right? Okay. So from the beautiful woodland deck, Origins. Remember your roots. Oh, why does this have such a... There we go. Now this goes right along with the home card. So maybe some of you need to remember where you came from, your roots, maybe a visit to your hometown, maybe researching your ancestry or something like that. Home, origins, and renew. Nature continuously renews itself year after year, and so can we, right? You can start from where you are right now and be a new you. Yes, it's possible. Okay, let's see what the tarot has. I've already shuffled and meditated and focused on your energy as I shuffled these cards and got ready for the read this morning. I'm going to do all the earth signs. I did the air signs yesterday. I don't do all 12 signs anymore because there were several signs that weren't getting any views. But I did recently have a Taurus reach out and ask me to do Taurus readings. And when somebody asks me to do that, of course I will. Of course I will. First card out is the Moon. Things that are hidden from you can also be your dreaming mind. There's another card about family. Home and family, Taurus. Home and family. The Four of Wands is the happy family card. It is a card of a stable family. It is a card of being with your family, and the Sun. Wow. Some people say the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. I happen to think that's the Ten of Cups, because the Sun is all about, oh boy, all right, we're going to have a different vibe on the last three cards, it looks like. Yeah, okay. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Okay, let's see here. So, the first card out is the Moon. This can be Pisces. So if you have Pisces placements in your chart, this is just screaming at you that pay attention, this is your reading. If you have a prominent Piscean around you, this reading could have something to do with them as well as you. But the Moon is about our dreaming mind and things that are hidden from us, right? Things we don't see right now. Things that may be around the corner. And you see how there are two pillars here? Often when we see two of anything in a card, it's indicating a choice, right? So maybe you have a choice of taking the blindfold off and seeing what's right in front of you, something like that. Then you have the Four of Wands. This is often the 1111 card because of the way the wands look in the card. But this, you can see how the family is in between those. They're stable, they're protected, they're happy. The dragonflies, the lighted wands of protection, all the flowers and everything around here indicates a happy family, which goes right along with, and the placement of this is directly under home, right? You could have a family of one. You could be just you, right? Maybe your parents live somewhere else, and going back to your roots, that could be a message, whoops, about that, you know, or you're a family of two. Maybe you're a family of 8. I don't know. Whatever that family unit is for you, whatever you feel your family is, that's what this is indicating, stability and happiness. Then you have that Sun card. This can also be Leo energy because Leo is ruled by the Sun. Even though it doesn't represent Leo in the tarot, really, but I do see it sometimes as Leo energy. So the Sun is happiness. Look, everything is floating in its place, all the planets, the zodiacs. The Sun is big, bold, and bright, shining there. So the Sun will shine on you, right? But this card's message, the deeper message, is being content with what you have. Right? It's even those things may not be 100% what you want, you can be content with what you have. You can be grateful for what you have. That's kind of the deeper meaning of this card. Now, remember I said the energy sort of changes when we get to the next row. So we have all this home, origins, roots, renewal, family, all this family energy, this contentment energy. And then we have a 7 of Swords. Swords are communication, thoughts, your words, another's thoughts or words affecting you, right? This is what I typically call my fox in the hen house. So after all of this stability, home, family, and roots, you have someone who is trying to throw a monkey wrench into things, someone who may not be trustworthy, who's kind of lurking around. That fox is trying to take off with these swords, words. Your words could be twisted in a conversation, or somebody could be using your words against you. It's that sort of an energy, right? And then you have this 3 of Swords. This is my least favorite card in the deck because it indicates some sort of heartache over some sort of communication. A verbal argument, a text argument, we have to throw that in because so many people just communicate that way. I personally still like a phone call. I like to hear somebody's frequency when they're talking to me, their voice, right, their vibration. It's a bigger, better connection. But you can see that the heart is intact. These swords can be pulled out. There is room for healing, right? So this could indicate, these two cards, right, that there is some sort of communication glitch, right? Either your words are twisted and you need to straighten that out, right? Don't let it fester, is what I'm hearing, right? Don't let it fester by not speaking to that person for so long. I'm not afraid to admit I have a sister who stopped speaking to me on December 11th of 2023. So it's been 2 years. She never told me why. I don't know what upset her. I begged her not to do that. But as a consequence, I don't hear from or see my nephews. And it's very heartbreaking for me. But I tried everything. I even sent cards, short notes through the mail. She wouldn't answer my calls. So I know how this feels, right? I know how it feels. But at a certain point, I had to be like, well, I've tried everything I can think of, so I have to let it go, and I just sent it out into the universe with love and prayers. So don't let things get so far that they're unrecoverable, is what I would like to say about that, what Spirit is saying through me. Whatever I say when I'm in channel mode is being prompted by Spirit. Any example I give, they put it into my mind. I maybe haven't thought about that situation for years. Okay, Taurus, so moving on. 7 of Cups. This is a choice card, but it's a chaotic choice, right? 7's a reflection. So thinking back about your behavior, but in a loving and nurturing way, right? Cups are emotion. There could be an emotional choice tied into this, right? So a lot of times this card represents chaos. Like there's so many choices, you don't know what to do, right? Should I call? Should I write? Should I text? Should I ask a friend to intervene, a family member? So many different choices. What should I do? Should I apologize even though I feel like I'm in the right? Those types of choices, right? Emotional choices. What do I do about the situation? How can I fix it? How can I save it, right? Remember, home, origins, renewing, right? Remember, something will be revealed, this moon card. It could be revealed in your nighttime dreaming, right? Remember, stable family, being content with what you have, even though it may not be 100% what you want. And then this other situation here. All right, so let me take my mini deck. So this is a mini deck exactly like that one, the Gilded Tarot. So I first want to ask about the moon card here. What is this? Oh boy. 5 of Swords. So this is telling me that something is going to be revealed that you didn't know, and it's going to come either in a text, an email, or a phone call. It could be even through the mail. That's the only card they want to. So they're giving you the 5 of Swords. 5s are change. Now, he's taking all the swords and walking off the field. Some people see this card as winning at all costs, not caring who you hurt. My guides have always given me the message with this card that when you know that you can't win the argument, you just take what you have and you walk away, right? These people are not happy over here, but continuing to argue is going to completely sever the relationship. So you take what resonates for you, all right? So the moon card is going to reveal something where you're going to have to make a decision about if you continue to argue about it or if you pull back, all right? Now, I want to get some more information on the 7 of Swords, 3 of Swords, and 7 of Cups. 2 7s there. Reflection. Thinking back about something you did or said, right? That's what 7s are. Or thinking back, in this case, of maybe somebody who didn't have your best interest at heart and what they did or said and how you can maybe move on to fix that. Oh my gosh, you've got the Sun again. The sun is going to shine again. So Knight of Pentacles, that's slow moving forward action. So when it comes to this situation, whatever it is for you, you're going to have to go slowly. And look, 7 of Swords clarified again by the 7 of Swords. Yeah, we're clarifying this card and we get it again. There's definitely somebody who is not doing or saying what's best for you. twisting your words or something going on. And then you have, so the Knight of Pentacles has to do with material things or your job. This could be at work, right? Slow moving forward action. You may have to really think about how you're going to react. Remember the choices, but the sun will shine again. So you have double suns, right? So sunny, and it's also a reminder to be content with what you have, even though it may not be 100% what you want. Now, that could be many reasons. Maybe you want an apology and that person just doesn't want to say they're sorry, right? But they're willing to move on. I have had this happen where somebody says, can't we just forget the past and move on? You're going to have to decide if that's going to work for you, my beautiful Taurians, okay? Well, I hope this has helped. Remember, home, roots, family, renewing. Every day is a new day, a new start, and you can have a new outlook on things, okay? Just be careful about your words and communication. Be careful about what others are saying in their communication. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.